this team has their mentality has changed because until you get through April and you have a strong April run, you're never going to convince
you guys. Kick the can down the road so much. Hold on. No, stop. I'm not going to let you do this. You kick the can down the road at the beginning of the season. You started.
Bro, let me finish, bro. The whole point here is that until you guys do it, no one's going to believe you. No one's going to believe that Arsenal can go there and win the league, or no one's going to trust that it's going to happen because you haven't got through April yet. A strong April.
I believe.
Arsenal run.
Can I go to Rory on this, please, next? I want to hear Rory's take on this. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, I mean, look, so Patrick's confusing me because 10 minutes ago he said Arsenal are going to finish third, let the football speaks for itself, and then he said Arsenal have played the best football all season. So I don't understand how the football can speak for itself and we'll finish third when he acknowledged we've been the best all season. So then it became the mentality thing, right? The issue with the mentality thing is, first of all, the Liverpool squad, I mean, the team that played against City, how many of that starting lineup against City actually won the Premier League? Maybe 2?
We're talking about Liverpool. When we mentioned that mentality, though.
You said Liverpool have the mentality. You said they've been there, done it. They've got the mentality because that core group.
That was what other
maybe one or two of them have won the Premier League with Liverpool, right? And when they won the Premier League,
Gomez as well. Plus the man. Don't forget the manager. Gomez, the main important component.
Gomez wasn't really a huge factor in.
No, he was. Rory, he was.
Okay, so two.
Just let Rory make his point. Otherwise, we never get to challenge it after he makes it. Thank you.
So 3 of them were in the squad that won the league. And when they won the league, there wasn't actually a title race. So in terms of can they handle the pressure of a title race that goes into April, May, they'd already wrapped up the season that season. So this idea that Liverpool definitely have the mentality to do it because they've been there, done it, is just factually not true. City players, yes, they do. But before Liverpool won the title, the season before that, they competed for the title and they lost out. So did you then say, well, they're not going to win the season next season because they don't have the mentality?
No, you don't answer the question about Arsenal, that's what I don't get.
And developed. No, because what I'm saying is they grew and they developed. Liverpool grew, developed, played the better football, won the league. Context. So this idea that Arsenal players can't grow and develop despite the age of the squad, and like you said, we missed out on the top 4 battle. And then the following season, we comfortably cruised to top 4 and had a title race. But again, there's this idea that they can't grow.
Rory, I'm sorry.
Guys, Ram, let George respond because it was to his point.
He's addressed literally nothing that I said because I said that we wouldn't believe it until we see it. And your literally rebuttal is, oh, Liverpool done it last year. Well, no,
that wasn't his rebuttal. His rebuttal is we did bottle top 4. But the following year, we were in a title race and easily made top 4. So you've seen mental growth. But you did mention, you said that you bottled top 4.
They failed to reach the objective.
Okay. But the following year, the objective wasn't winning the league. It was making top 4. So the year they bottled the top 4, the following year, they were better. All Rory has said, and I think it's a really good question, he's used Liverpool as an example. Liverpool have never won a title race in the Premier League. The only time they've won the Premier League is when they smashed it and they were amazing. Every other title race they've been in, whether it was by a point or whether it was by a country mile, in the end, they've never won it. So saying they have the mentality in a title race, when it's a 3, there's no proof of that factually either.
This team's won multiple trophies.
And then the third point, and then the third point that he made is when Liverpool missed out in the title race, nobody said the following year they couldn't go on to win it. Why is it different when Arsenal fail to win it? Why is it different that the following year they can't improve and get over the line compared to Liverpool? Ram, why would you say it's different?
2 letters, CL. We won the Champions League. I'm going to quote what you said, Terry, back in 2019. When we won the Champions League, you said either Tottenham or Liverpool, whoever wins the Champions League is going to go up another level. And that's what happened. Look at what Arsenal did last season. They didn't win anything. They didn't. And you can't tell me
again. But
Ram, compare 2 situations.
Ram, but hang on, I can. I agree what I said back in 2019, and I did say that. But at the same time, if you're going to go by what I've said, I said when Arsenal lost out last year that they're going to learn from this and grow the same way that Man United did in the 80s and in the 80s, narrowly missing out sometimes teaches you to be better a year later. So if we're going to go if you're basing it on what I said, Ram, I've also said that before as well.
No, but
and
there's
both of
always
those things are right because the scenarios are different. I'm just asking why, and this is the question. Why can't Arsenal's mentality get better 3 years running, but other clubs can?
Because Liverpool have got to wait. No, the point is that it can't get better. I said, wait, if you actually listen to what I said I won't believe it till I see it. I never said it's impossible that they won't get better. I said I won't believe it until it happens.
How many Premiership does Liverpool have? How many EPLs does Liverpool have? How many EPLs?
What's that got to do with anything?
No. It has a lot to do with something.
No,
because
tell me.
No, because you keep saying you have. No, hold on. Pause. But just talk. Listen. We're talking about the league right now. Let's stay in the pocket of what we're discussing.
The league doesn't matter. The point is the team has got it over the line.
George, listen, hear me out. I asked a question. You say they have the mentality to win, right? I said, how many EPLs do they have? If you say City, who has had 5 in the last 6, that means every single time in the last 6 years that Liverpool has come second twice, third once, fourth twice, they bottled it against City. That's what you're saying. But you got better at one point and you won the league. So why is it that Arsenal, when we were going for top 4 and Tottenham clinched it over us at the end of the season, and the following season, our goal was top 4 and we came second? Is that not an improvement? Hold on. Nope. In fact, at the beginning, hey, stop it. See, don't project your agenda. Because this is what you guys do.
It's the
at the beginning of last season, what you said was Arsenal would not make top 6. You want me to pull out your clip?
And guess what?
I will pull out your clip.
It changes in the season.
At
the beginning of this season, people said
don't do that. I'm not that guy. I have visual evidence. At the beginning of the season, you said most people said Arsenal would not make top 6. That was what they said. And when Arsenal began to challenge, I'm saying last season. Okay. Hear me out. 2 seasons ago, we bottled it against Tottenham.
You're just saying random stuff.
Last season, stop.
The thing with this is for me is that it's happened 7 times before in the Premier League, and some people sitting here, their teams have done it. When Man United won it in 1993, it was on the backdrop of everybody saying they're never going to win one because they don't have the staying power. When Arsenal won it in 1998, it was on the backdrop of everybody saying they were never going to be able to do it again. When Chelsea did it in 04-05, it was on the backdrop of narrowly missing out to the invincible Arsenal. Yes, they got Roman's money, but there was this narrative that they're Chelsea. They spend a lot, they always did through the 90s, but they never get over the line. Then you had Manchester City that did it in the 2012 season after huffing and puffing and never quite getting over the line. Then you probably have the most famous, I forgot as well, by the way, Blackburn, who did it after not winning one for 30 odd years. Then you've got the most famous example in 2016 of everybody all season saying, nah, Leicester, there's no way they're going to have the staying power. And then they did. And to a degree, Liverpool were written off every single year by rivals when it came to title races. And I remember getting laughed at when I said I thought you'd win the league in 2019 because I saw a team that was getting better. Part of it was to do with winning the Champions League and what winning mentality brings to you. But it was also watching the football. It was also watching the way Liverpool changed when Van Dijk came in and suddenly they were controlling games better and conceding less chances and opportunities. I think what we're doing here, I understand where George is coming from. Until I see it from Arsenal, I'm not going to believe it. But in actuality, it's happened 7 times before in Premier League history where a team that hasn't won it before or hasn't won it for a long time has overcome the odds of being serial bottlers to win it. This idea that it's laughable or until I see it, I can't even imagine it plausible when it comes to Arsenal is we know what it's shrouded in. It's shrouded, especially with you Spurs boys, and I get it with you two. It's the fear that they're going to do it. So it's going to be, I'm going to be an ostrich. I'm going to bury my head in the sand. Of course they can win it. They've been the best team in the Prem this year. They barely concede chances and opportunities. Their mentality has got so much better over the last 2 years, exponentially. It's crazy. It absolutely is. And there are holes and flaws. So, but they have done before. They absolutely have done before. But that doesn't mean it's going to keep happening because if that was the case, Jem, you wouldn't have just had the best 20 years in your club's history.
Yeah, true. But
based on that based on that logic, I'll throw this to the Spurs fans. Based on the logic that Arsenal never get over the hurdle, you boys are never ever going to be excited ever again, are you?
You're never going to win a trophy. You're never going to win a trophy.
You're never going to get excited, boys, are you?
But you're saying this like the reason why you're seeing this with this hat and this vision is because you can't see Liverpool and City win it. That's why all of your eggs are in the Arsenal basket right now.
No, I can see it. George, to be fair, Liverpool are my favourites. I'm attacking the logic. Your logic, George, of course I don't want my two biggest rivals to win it.
So you're seeing only the Arsenal.
No, I'm not. How can I see only Arsenal when my favourites are Liverpool?
You're supporting literally.
How can I see
everything I've heard come out your mouth alludes to Arsenal, the ones
because you're talking about Arsenal, and I am challenging the logic. I want to ask you the question. Please answer it for me. Based on your logic, you're never getting excited about Tottenham again because you never go over the line, do you?
No, because based on my logic, is rival fans won't believe it till they see it. That's exactly what I said.
Based on your logic, that you won't. So you're not going to get excited though, because you won't believe it until you see it, right? Because you've never, in your whole life, Spurs have never been successful. So how can you believe that?
I never said Arsenal fans can't be excited. I said rival fans will not believe it.
I'm asking you about your logic. Fuck other people.
That's the thing.
Your logic, George.
My logic was with regards to how other people think.
George, listen to understand what he's saying.
Forget other people, George. So you believe that Arsenal can do it before you see it then?